YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 3 of the Gold Symbol Quest here at the Pokemon Emerald Battle Frontier. Now, as you will notice above my head there, that is a screenshot of my trainer card. We have finally earned the first of the 7 symbols, although it's not gold yet, it's just a silver symbol as you can see, but we're standing outside of the Battle Factory and currently sitting on a 21 game win streak, which on that 21st victory last time we earned that silver symbol. So since we're still in the midst of a current win streak, I'm going to jump back in here today and see if we can keep going for another 21 consecutive wins. And then that symbol will turn gold if we can win 42 battles in a row. I do have a backup plan just in case things go sideways like they did at the start of last episode, right? Because I was on a 14 win streak. I'm like, alright, cool, we're 7 wins away, right? And we jumped in there and lost the very first battle of the day. So, you know, had to reset, do another 21 win streak, which we got it done. But if that happens again today, I'm not going to go back and start like a new 42 win streak, because now that's kind of the goal. What I'm going to do is I did build a team, which I'm going to tease it. I have 3 Pokemon in my party that I'm going to use for the next facility after this, but not going to showcase it because hopefully we don't have to do that today. I'm going to hope I can just roll on another 21 win streak and keep things going here in the factory. Now, as you'll notice on the bottom of the screen right there, this is going to be round 4 now of the factory. And at the end of round 6 is when we'll fight for the gold medal. So let's go ahead and get in here. And then again, if we take an L at any point, you know, early on in the recording, I'm going to keep things going and just move on to a different facility. And we'll get into that if we have to, but let's hope we don't have to. So now just to, you know, confirm where we're at here. So it's a current 21 game win streak with 19 times having swapped Pokemon after battling. So let's go ahead and dive back into this thing. I was just looking at OBS to make sure I started the recording. But we're good. Okay. Keep going on open level. Yep. You already know, man. Alright, let's lock in. We gotta get this thing gold. This is one of the harder ones. I mean, each of the facilities are kind of quirky in their own right. They all have gimmicks per se. Not all of them, but a majority of them do. This, of course, is the most random because it's the only one of the 7 facilities that you cannot use your own Pokemon. You have to... You're at the liberty of whatever rental Pokemon we get here in the draft. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and draft the team and just get after it. The trainer, my opposing trainer, appears to have no clear favorites, okay? And high risk, high return is how they like to battle. Well, so do I. So let's see what we got. Electrode? No way. Scissor's a great Pokemon, but back in Gen 3 it didn't have a good moveset. Vileplume, Glalie, Dodrio, and Arcanine. Okay, I like Dodrio, Arcanine. Let's check out all the sets here. A naughty Electrode, what's this just gonna have? Explosion? Lumberry. T-Bolt, T-Wave, Mirror Coat. It does have 300 speed, which is insanely fast. Probably would be the fastest thing. But I don't know if I'd lead this. I'd probably keep it in the back. But again, if you're keeping it in the back to try to sweep a T-Bolt, my only other option if it's a ground type is to blow up, so that's probably not the play. Bright Powder Scizor would just mono attacking with Silver Wind. It's not bad, but Bug is resisted by quite a bit. I don't know about that one. Quick Claw with Chlorophyll. Why did they put a Quiet Nature if you're gonna be Chlorophyll and double my speed with the sun? I mean, I get it because Sludge Bomb is a physical attack. They don't want to take away the physical power of that, but interesting set. Honestly, not bad. I could double my speed to 210 if I get the sun up, but a leftovers Glalie. I hate Glalie. I say that all the time, but with that being said, it's actually a Pokemon with 4 attacks, which is pretty rare in this facility. So no joke, I might actually take this. I mean, we could pair it with Drill Peck Facade and even, what does Arc have? Overheat, E-Speed, Crunch, and Double Edge. That's good too, but Overheat kind of sucks. I'd rather it was just Flamethrower. Oh, but I have White Herb. Okay. So I can use Overheat twice. And Slackberry. Why did they give it Runaway, bro? You're trolling. Alright, I'm gonna lead with this Adamant Dodrio and then keep Arc and Glalie in the back. Those movesets in the beginning, like the first 3 Pokemon were just trash. I don't love this squad either, but we can put in work with this. Let's do it. And we'll just have to steal some good Pokemon along the way from whoever we beat. She said she forecasts trouble. I don't know where you're getting your information from, but that ain't the case. Alright, Jasmine's got a Ninetales, about to OHKO this thing with Drill Peck, so it's all good. Now, in previous rounds I did have a Dodrio, but it had Double Edge instead of Facade, so it was way better. I would much rather have that. But here, Drill Peck is stronger than Facade, so I'm going to go for it. If not, 100% ripping a Double Edge turn 1 and I would have OHKO'd this thing. But now we're just going to get cooked by an Overheat, so that's always fun. Anyway, we do have Arcanine with E-Speed to revenge this. Let's see if it also has an Herb. But that was annoying, and that's why having Drill Peck is way better. You do have the Herb. Okay. Also, bringing in Arcanine here is kind of a waste for the Intimidate, because I'm just going to Revenge Kill it anyway, but Ninetales is going to be faster than Glalie, so I have no point. And just in case it is faster than Ninetales, I'm going to go for E-Speed, but obviously I can KO it with anything here. But I do burn my Intimidate for no reason, but it is what it is. That was kind of annoying, not having Double Edge and just having Facade. Alright, P2. P2 is kind of annoying, and he actually... That is right, you trace the Intimidate, but it doesn't actually go off in Gen 3. We saw that last time. I think I'm going to Overheat this for some damage. Thankfully, I'm not Flash Fire Arcanine, because he would have traced that. But if we Overheat for some damage, I'll get my White Herb to restore that drop. But I'm not going to Overheat again. I'm going to save it for whatever's in the bag. Because I feel like I can just KO it with Double Edge from this range. Although I don't know about that. Hopefully this is not a T-Wave. I mean, it'd be fine to not get damaged, but it's also really annoying. Okay, Psychic, I'll take that. I feel like Double Edge kills from there. Let me see what your attack versus special attack looks like. Oh no, Double Edge doesn't even kill. Because, Overheat was what? 140 it's 210 base power. And my special attack is 280. So Double Edge actually does not kill. Neither would Crunch. I guess, well actually, this could be like a Calm or Sassy Nature Porygon. So, if Porygon has equal defense and special defense, which it could depending on how it's EV trained, this Double Edge does not kill, based off the damage from that. But if it has more special bulk than it does physical, then it will die to Double Edge. Okay, it did. Alright. So we still have a full power, what's it called? And it's a Muck. I have Earthquake on Glalie, actually, I think we're good. I still have a full power Overheat, so I'm just gonna go for it. Alright, thankfully we connect. Overheat can miss, that's why I prefer Flamethrower. Yes, it's a hell of a lot stronger than Flamethrower, but it can miss, and you can basically only use it once if you don't have a White Herb. Honestly, I feel like I live a Brick Break, so either way, Glalie outspeeds and kills with, yeah. Glalie would outspeed and kill with EQ. Alright, so we win the first fight. Question is, who do we take? Don't have to take somebody, but I also don't love that Dodrio set since it doesn't have, Double Edge. But Dodrio's so good, though. I don't know, I might actually just roll with this squad. There was nothing really good there from my opponent. Let's see. Okay, no clear favorites. That could have swayed my decision. I don't know. What was the Mon in the middle? The lead Pokemon was Ninetales with a White Herb Overheat, same thing I had, but it might have had, like, you know, Sunny Day Solar Beam. But I think Arcanine's better because of Intimidate plus the moveset. So I'm going to keep Arc. I don't really know what else that Muck had. All we saw was Brick Break, but I don't think... Muck has, like, a bunch of special attacks back in Gen 3, but not very good physical coverage. Who was the Mon in the middle, though? Because I overheated it and then KO'd it with... Oh, it was P2. I mean, that depending on P2's moveset, it's better than Glalie, but I'm gonna say no. Because I don't know what else that P2 had. If it had Ice Beam T-Bolt, I would definitely take it, but I don't know that. I would have had to see, like, one of those. Because earlier in this, when we were battling Porygon 2s, they had, like, Aerial Ace and, like, Shadow Ball. They were, like, physical attackers. Alright, you got Zardo. If this thing is like timid or jolly, it could be faster than Dodrio. Also, it's gonna Oko Dodrio, but... Wait, I had Slackberry, right? Because I have Endure Flail. Ooh. I'm gonna try this. Because I feel like Zard... I mean... In my opinion, Dodrio would normally be faster than a Zard, but I feel like this set is gonna be faster since I'm adamant. Hopefully it's modest and just goes for Flamethrower or Overheat. Let's try this, why not? I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't do a setup move. He goes for Rock Slide, which is hilarious. So he might have been faster and he might have just Zoko'd me with Rock Slide. We don't get the Slackberry boot. That's really bad damage on Zard. Okay, that didn't work. We're just gonna Drill Peck it and let's see if he's actually faster. I feel like he's okay, he's not. That was lame. Could have just two-shot with Drill Peck. Definitely died to Aerial Ace. But that's okay. Again, we're just going to Intimidate and Revenge with Arc. I don't like doing this, though, to burn this Intimidate. So this is a physical Zard, but it doesn't matter because he dies to E-Speed. Oh, he's White Herb as well. So maybe you're Mixed Attacker with Overheat. Does E-Speed even kill? Because this isn't even that much of a physical-based Arc. It had... hold on. 270. Zard might be faster than that, though. 280. It's only... Dodrio is faster than Zard, but it's only a 10-point difference. Like, Zard could be 275, or, I mean, anywhere between 270 and 280. But Zard doesn't have the greatest physical defense. It has better special defense, so I'm going to go for the E-Speed and hope that it takes it out. I think it does. But it's going to be very close, I feel like. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's so bad. We could probably do good damage with Double Edge, and hopefully... Glalie probably outspeeds this thing. But then I'm hoping Glalie 1v1s whatever's in the back. Also, I might be able to live a Surf. Arc has, like, decent bulk. It's not great, but it's not horrible defenses. Okay, that actually did 0 damage. He goes for Aerial Ace, though. That's fine. I'm gonna... Crunch? Crunch will do pretty close to what Double Edge does, actually, because my special attack's higher. It's less damage, but okay, he hits a Pump. We definitely died a Pump. Maybe, actually. He gets a crit, so we definitely die, but... Alright, we might be cooked. We might be cooked. Let's see. It just depends if Glalie's faster. I don't know about that. Also, he's going to live any attack that I go for, actually. So which stat is higher between special and physical? They're both really weak at 219, so it doesn't matter. EQ is the strongest thing I can go for here, but there's no way it kills. No way. Hopefully he misses a Pump or doesn't have, like, Brick Break. He has EQ as well. That's only going to do... That actually should do less than half. Yeah. What do I even have? Lefties? I do. Okay. Interesting. I mean, there's a chance, depending upon... If I can hit the last mon super effectively, I think I got it. As long as I can't get hit super effectively with Ice, Fire, or Fighting. Which Manectric does learn Flamethrower, so this is really bad, actually. But it's not Stab, and I have 250, so maybe I could take it. He goes T-Wave, which is funny. As long as I don't get full parried, we might be okay, because it's going to take 2 Earthquakes to take this thing out. We hit through the para. Come on, baby. Don't let me go out early again like the start of last episode. We Oko Manectric, which is hilarious. Okay. I think I need to swap after this fight. I need to keep swapping as much as possible, but to get stronger mons. That guy's team wasn't great either. I kind of want to take this Manectric. You know, decently fast Pokemon with good coverage, but Zard was also... That was a physical Zard, though. I don't know about that. High risk, high return. Also, Gator's interesting, too, but not a very good Pokemon. It's just too slow to, like, chain multiple kills. Who can help cover for each other's weaknesses, though? I'm going to swap Glalie for the Manectric. And that way, if Dodrio is threatened by electric attacks early on, I can hard swap into Manectric. And I'm also kind of curious if this has Flamethrower. That's more so why I'm doing this. All we saw was T-Wave. I need to know what else it has. Well, let's see. Alright. This is the third of the 7 battles until we reach round 5. Mach is not an ideal lead because I don't even think Drill Peck two shots. But it might. Let's check out this Manectric real quick. Modest. Good. So it's going to have, yeah, okay, T-Bolt Crunch. Roar is pointless, but because it's modest, though, it's not even quite at 300, but 300 speed. But having over 300 special attack is nice. I'm just going to go for the 2-shot here. If I don't, I can try the Endure Flail. Yeah, see, it doesn't... Why are... Okay. This is what I'm saying about Mach. He doesn't have great physical coverage back in Gen 3. Because that did less than half, my plan was to... oh, you're also Quick Claw. Okay. My plan was to Endure. Because I assumed he was going to do half. I didn't think he was actually going to Brick Break. Alright, I'm going to risk it for the Biscuit and hope that Quick Claw doesn't go off again. Which it doesn't. Because really, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, even if I Endure, get my Slackberry boost, like, Quick Claw turns it into priority attack, so it doesn't matter how fast my speed is. This, however, I cannot outspeed, so I'm going to try to Endure Flail this. If it fails, whatever. If Bro clicks Calm Mind, we're cooked. But he goes Ice Punch, perfect. So as long as I don't get frozen, I will get the Slackberry speed boost. And then I'm going to Oko his ass with a Flail. No freeze. I love this game. Oh yeah, Slackberry boost. Here we go, baby. I don't even know if I can randomly thaw out, but let's just try. Okay. Why did I even speak that into existence? Alright, Psychic Ice Punch. I mean, both guys have Crunch here. But you also gotta remember that Alakazam has 0 defenses, so I can probably 2-shot with E-Speed. I'd have to take a Psychic. I don't even know if Manectric would live a Psychic. And Crunch does not even 1-shot Zam. Wait, where's Special Defense? Yeah, Arcanine's so much bulkier. Now, I could E-Speed twice. I could also just Oko his ass with Double Edge. So it doesn't really matter what I go for. I guess if I like crit E-Speed, maybe I can Oko him. So I guess I might as well try that. There's really no point to click Double Edge, like, because he's gonna be faster, right? He'll hit me anyway. So I don't really see a point to do that. It's just, oh wait, that you're trying to tell me E-Speed does under half? There's just no way. Okay, well now I'm clicking it, and I'm faster anyway. What? I should have just tried that off rip then. That's a modest Zam, clearly. But I'm not even Jolly Arc, I'm just like neutral nature. Oh shit, it's Douglas? This isn't good, we might be cooked. No! I mean, there's no way I'm faster than Doug, right? Alternatively, I could cycle and Intimidate to maybe let me live a hit. And try to Oko him with Overheat. But again, Overheat can miss. Because if I switch out to Manectric to sack it, then Arc comes back in to Intimidate this guy. But do I live like an EQ with 200 HP at -1? Maybe. Also, Manectric has Static, so I could get a Static Para if he hits me, but... I mean, this is Battle Factory, so what kind of cheese is he going to have besides EQ? And I mean, I guess there's a chance I could outspeed this. I don't know what kind of set they're going to have. I mean, I just outsped an Alakazam, which is wild, but... I wouldn't expect to outspeed Doug. Because here's the options, right? If he outspeeds me and KOs me with Earthquake because he's at neutral nature, I mean, that's just GG's, because Manectric would not live one. And even if I did, I would not Oko with Crunch either. So, oh, this is tough. Because that's the thing, right? Hard switch to Manectric, sack it, come back in with Arc, intimidate it, go for the overheat, and even if he somehow lives, and then somehow I live because of -1 Earthquake, I could finish it with E-Speed. I think that's a better play, but I don't think I live a -1 Earthquake. But I don't really see what other option I have here. He goes double edge. Interesting. I mean, it's still gonna have Earthquake. I live that though, and he takes recoil for just no reason at all, and static proc, so I don't even need to go for E-Speed. Okay, I think we're good. Because now I crunch it, and then we just come back and KO it with Arc. I don't even have to go for overheat miss. Yeah, he dies anyway. Okay, that was super lucky. All he had to do was clear Earthquake twice, and he could have won. Thank you, Megan. We'll take that. Okay. Obviously, there was no chance I live EQ with either of those mons. Maybe with Arc at -1, but that was sus. Okay. Anyway, do we swap Manectric? I think I do. That set wasn't very good. I could actually take that Dugtrio. I'm also kind of interested in that Ice Punch Psychic Alakazam, I'm not gonna lie. But then the team is, well, it's just as frail. Manectric and Zam are kind of the same thing. But I have a really frail team with Arcanine's the bulkiest guy in the squad, and he's, you know, again, it's just like average bulk with Arc. It's not good or bad. But Zam and Dodrio both have horrendous defenses. So I'm really like they're warning my opponent at the other end of the tunnel. They're like, hey, this guy is high risk, high return, you know? That's definitely my battle style. Okay. No joke, I think I'm just gonna hard swap off Rip into Arc. We can't mess around with Scissor. Even though it probably, again, only has that mono attacking bug move. I just gotta get rid of this thing right away. That's fine. He's gonna have Agility, Swords Dance, maybe even he might even Baton Pass this out right now. That's just Silver Wind, that ain't gonna do shit. Intimidate plus Resistance. Still does a decent chunk though, because it is a Scizor. We connect the Overheat, which is Shiest, and yeah. You already know what happens to Scissor when he gets hit by a fire attack. See you later, buddy. Alright, we'll save the frail guys in the back. See what kind of work Arc can put in here. Get the White Herb going to restore that drop. What else you got? Golem? Oh, hell no. We got Alakazam with the Ice Punch for this boy. I could crunch it. I'm thinking about going back to Dodrio, but it resists both my attacks, plus he also might click Rock Slide here and not necessarily click EQ. So I think we crunch for chip, and then Alakazam revenges with Ice Punch. Hopefully. Well, now I definitely do. Okay. I get the lucky special defense drop, and he was going for Rock Slide, see? That's why I can't go hard Dodrio. My first thought was, oh, Earthquake, switch to Dodrio, but it's like, wait, he might actually Rock Slide. We get a crit at the -1 Spadef drop, which is Shiest. But, you know, even if he connects Rock Slide and KOs me there, it doesn't matter, because Alakazam comes back and revenges with Ice Punch. What do we do against Big Hoss here? I think I go for Overheat, and then I follow it up with Double Edge next turn, because now I have no special attack left. On next turn when he's being a meatloaf. I could also switch on the free turn. Okay, now I switch for sure. And then Arc comes back in for the super crucial Intimidate, but also can KO it, apparently, with Overheat. Because I gotta reset the drop now. So who can hit this harder? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is modest with that 248 speed is trolling so hard. But, bro, 375 special attack is no joke. So this is where we're going. Easy money. Alright, he ain't gonna attack this turn, obviously, because of his dumbass ability. And I kind of want to see if this is strong enough to take it out. I feel like it is. It's a lot weaker than Overheat, but my special attack is so much higher. Well, I guess we'll never know, because we crit again, but... Okay. Super lucky to start off the recording today. This is crazy. I've been getting crits. I've been getting, you know, the small chance of drops. After not only Crunch, but I had something earlier too. It's interesting. Alright, no clear favorites again. Free-spirited and unrestrained. I don't know why, but something's telling me to take that slacking over Dodrio. I want some more bulk on the squad. That's really what I'm going for here. It's okay, so that previous trainer led with Scizor, and then I had a Golem in the middle, and then slacking. Slacking is an absolute unit, but I don't know what kind of moveset. All we saw was Yawn. That was it. I kind of want to play around with it though. Even though this Dodrio is good, like the Endure Flail could really be good, but it's all predicated on your opponent actually hitting you. But you know what? I really want to pull that off, the Endure Flail. But I think I keep Zam and Arc. So if I swap, it's for Dodrio. I don't know though. Like, Facade is just worthless. All I do is I'm either going to spam Drill Peck or I'm going to use the, I kind of feel like leading off with slacking. This is a really bad idea, but Dodrio's set was just kind of shit. I don't know. I mean, Endure Flail with the Slackberry actually is really good, but trying to pull it off is just kind of weird. And maybe it's a sign because the one time I tried, I got frozen. So it's telling me, hey, buddy, today's not the day for that, all right? So let's go with slacking, and let's see what kind of moveset it has besides Yawn. Hopefully Earthquake. Alright, we get Lantern. But you can get completely trolled if the opponents have Protect, though. That's why slacking is a bad idea. Speaking of getting trolled, you're trolling with this set, right? There's just no way. Bro's got his finger balls deep in his nose there. Why would you give a Pokemon with a great physical attack stat? See, they made it modest and maxed it out, and it's still not even good as his base attack stat. Even with the 10% reduction from being modest. Okay, this set is ass. Although it's a better option because of how bulky this is versus what I was going to lead with in the other guy. But I mean, I can't even do anything to Lantern. What are we doing here, man? Do I even... Okay. I'm going to Yawn it and hopefully force a switch, and then maybe I can switch into Zam as well. If it doesn't switch, I could go Zam on the turn that it falls asleep. But I gotta be careful switching in Zam on... I mean, special attacks don't hurt him that bad. Now, I can't actually do anything here. So if I switch into Zam now, as long as I dodge the paralysis, but I feel like the AI might also switch to prevent the sleep. Zam won't OHKO with Psychic, but it'll be close. And of course it's faster than Lantern. The slacking side is so ass, man. Facade EQ Shadow Ball would have been way better. What are we doing? Definitely going to swap this, but we got to get through the fight first. This is a ballsy switch into Zam, but the alternative is I don't attack here anyway, so why stay in? And I can't do anything to Lantern, so I am going to switch. Please don't T-Wave. Just click Surf or T-Bolt. Okay, that's just as annoying. But at least it's asleep now. Damn it, man. Did I have a Lumberry? No. I think the Zam actually had Bright Powder. You have a Lumberry. Okay. Well, this is really bad. I had Bright Powder, right? Okay. I wish I could have dodged that confusion, but I'm going to stay in and risk it. There's not much I can do here and just go for Psychic. We break through. Perfect. I don't think this one-shots, though. This Zam is insanely strong, but Lantern's one of the Pokemon that's bulky enough to live it, yeah. And he does have Surf. Thankfully, he doesn't go for T-Bolt. It's obviously not going to kill, but it's going to do a shit ton because it's a Zam. And I don't see a reason to switch. Just roll the dice, baby. Come on, Zam. Damn it. All right. Well, we could revenge it with Arc. Never mind. Come on, Zam. Break through the confusion. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about Bright Powder. Okay. Hopefully we are faster than whatever comes out next. Because we should be. Because that's already 3 turns of confusion, so... Hopefully I snap out of confusion and get a big hit off with Psychic. We don't. We're getting the full 4-turner. Breakthrough, man. Come on. What are we doing with this? Okay, so then what's the play? I think I go big boy here, and I save the Intimidate in the back. I probably go for what? Flamethrower to try to burn it, or T-Bolt to paralyze it. I'm gonna go for Flamethrower. Not gonna do much, probably a 3-hit KO. And I'm not even gonna win this 1v1, but I'm just trying to chip it so Arc can revenge it. How does that do over half? Again, the burn doesn't do anything to the crunch damage, but it will if he tries to go for double edge or whatever. It'll mitigate physical damage. So you're trying to tell me I actually win this 1v1? That's crazy, bro. Okay. At least we get to see what else is in the back for free. I don't know if I'll be able to live a hit. And it would have to be something that I'm faster than to even do anything on the second turn, but if this Pokemon's faster than Slacking, it gets 2 free hits, which it's not, because it's Credilli. I might try to put this thing to sleep then. Mirror Coat, okay. That's actually really bad because Arcanine also has special attacks. So we definitely got to put this guy to sleep before we attack it. Oh, this is gonna be we're gonna be here for a while. If this thing has Leech Seed, we might really be cooked, but I can switch around it once I put him to sleep. So I can't even attack this turn. So he will go to sleep before I start to try to attack, which is good because he's sitting here spamming Mirror Coat. Okay. No Berry. I guess I just go for Ice Beam. It's the best way to damage it here. I was thinking about going Arc, but there's really no point. Okay, because of Ingrain, I can't two-shot it. He's gonna wake up, but it's fine. What we do here is just Ice Beam again. If I do get Mirror Coated and get KO'd, Arc would revenge because it'd be in the red. Leftovers plus Ingrain. Okay. So actually, never mind. By the time I attack it again, if he does wake up and Mirror Coat on next turn when I Ice Beam, he's actually still gonna be at like 30%. Because Ice Beam is going to take him... Actually, Ice Beam takes him down around 20%. But with double healing, he'll be more at like... I guess 40, actually. Ideal situation, he stays asleep one more turn, and then I could probably finish it off. No, I don't. He does wake up. It just goes for Toxic, though. Okay. So, Ingrain, Toxic, Mirror Coat. You don't actually have an attack, probably. Oh, I have Lumberry as well. Doesn't really matter. Like that Toxic didn't really matter because I could have died to poison eventually, yeah, but if I get one more Ice Beam off, actually I think he lives it because the first one did 50%, right? But he's gonna be right around or just over 50 by the time I get the next one off. The smart play here would probably be to hit him with Yawn, but there's a chance Ice Beam kills, so I'm gonna keep going for it. Ideal world here. This thing lives on one... Well, ideal world he dies, right? But the second best option is that he lives on 1 HP and KOs me with Mirror Coat to get Slacking off the field. That way Arcanine comes in and just kills with Crunch. Because he'd be on like 10% health after the double recovery. He should live because it's just about... Yep, exactly. Go Mirror Coat. Perfect. Okay. So then after Leftovers plus Ingrain recovery, he's going to be a little bit higher, but I think Crunch still kills from there. Because he's going to be at like 12-15% health. Something like that. Now, of course, Overheat would kill, but if I miss it, then he's back up to like almost 40% health, so I don't even think I can risk this. And if he Mirror Coats the damage on Crunch and somehow lives it, it won't matter because that means it's only going to do like, you know, 8% damage or something. So Mirror Coat does not matter here. I would only take, you know, 100 damage at most. So that worked out good. Question is, do I swap here? I do, because this Slacking set is ass. There's no way I'm keeping that. I think I might take that Lantern, bro. Surf T-Bolt. Confuse Ray was kind of a troll, but I kind of like Lantern. Lantern is one of those Pokemon that's like just bulky enough to actually live hits and do things. It is annoying that it's super slow and not very strong, but it has pretty good bulk. I'm gonna take Lantern. And, you know, Lantern's just one of my favorite Johto Pokemon of all time, so I always like to use it when I get the chance. Alright, but we got this battle and then one more before we get kicked out and start off round 5. Let's see if we can get there. Well, I was going to say perfect lead matchup, but I guess not if it has EQ. But let's put it to the test. I said Lantern is bulky enough to lift stuff, and it does have Ice Beam. I was kind of curious if it was going to have that. We're faster than Nidoking, which is kind of sus. Am I strong enough to OHKO it? Probably not, but we actually are. Okay, this might actually be a modest Lantern then. Oh, I'm going to stay in and surf this thing too. But let me just peep. Also, I could OHKO with any fire attack from these two. It is modest with Volt Absorb. That's not bad. And 245 special attack is pretty bad, but do I even bother trying to like nah, I don't even think Surf is a 3-shot. Let's just go Arc and overheat this idiot. Get him out of here. There ain't no way I'm messing around with this guy. Nice. Switch right into a Rock Slide for no reason. Doesn't matter. It's intimidated plus not stab, and it still somehow almost does half. Okay. Get him out of here. See ya, Fortress. You might have the Sturdy ability, but that doesn't work correctly until future generations, so it ain't gonna save you here, boss. Sturdy back in the day, for anybody who somehow doesn't know, you know, how it worked back in the day, it only protects you from OHKO moves like Fissure and Sheer Cold and Horn Drill and whatnot. Great. This is the freest double edge I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, but in future gens, they actually made Sturdy useful, where you live any hit when you're at full HP. By the way, this is the most recoil you'll ever see in a double edge, because recoil damage onto myself is based on how much damage I actually dish out, and this is the Pokemon with the largest amount of HP across any Pokemon in franchise history. So, do you go for Soft Boil? No, you just go for Calm Mind again, so you're dying to the next double edge. Blissey's a giga threat if I'm fighting somebody that has all special attackers, this thing just wins the game. But for some reason you did not decide to heal up with Soft Boiled, so we win the game. Alright, one battle to go till round 5. I really like this team though. I don't think I'm gonna swap for the last fight. Because it was a Fortress, a Blissey, both those Pokemon suck. Who was the lead? Nidoking. That would be the swapper, but again, no clear favorites when it comes to type. I could take Nidoking over Zam. But the Zam, nah. The Zam set is too good with the coverage moves on it. I just don't like Zam's paper-thin defenses. That's the only issue with it. Let's see. This is the last one before round 5. Let's get it. Manectric v Lantern, and I have Volt Absorb. So I think I just surfed twice. Your only coverage move, as we saw earlier, was Crunch. Even if you have Flamethrower, Crunch is better. So yeah, so I think I just surfed twice. KO this thing. Don't get a Spit F drop. That wasn't a crit? You just did 120 damage with Crunch? Hello? There's no way, bro. Okay, I forgot. Actually, speaking of abilities that got buffed in future gens, Volt Absorb does not work against T. It doesn't block T-Wave, as you just saw there. But in future gens, Pokemon with Volt Absorb cannot get hit by any electric attacks, period. And also, on top of that, even if you don't have Volt Absorb, electric types cannot get paralyzed in future gens. So, either one of those things would have helped me being an electric type, or having the ability Volt Absorb if I wasn't an electric type. But neither of those work back in Gen 3, so you can still actually T-Wave Volt Absorb / electric type Pokemon. Alright, here's another Surf though, because why not? Can I live Double Edge? Maybe? Hopefully? Yes! Let's go! Alright, this game's already in the bag now. Even if this doesn't kill Aerodactyl, we have E-Speed on Arc, because he'll barely live it. Okay. But yeah, that should OHKO. Lantern actually takes 2 KOs, is crazy. Espeon's a problem if it Calm Minds up. But we'll go for T-Bolt, try to get a Paralysis. Okay. We're still good here. I mean, a Calm Mind would be really bad, but it would actually be really bad. So maybe I go for Double Edge, or do I still try to... Do I just try to crunch it for guaranteed chip, and then... Oh, you have that shit? Okay. Did I have a female Zam? I mean, a male Zam. I don't remember. Actually, if this thing has Calm Mind, this could get a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. We break through, but it has Bright Powder. Okay. I do have a male Alakazam. So I'm gonna go there because I'm not dealing with Attract, and we're gonna come back and E-Speed it now that we know it's faster. You do have Calm Mind. Okay, this is gonna get a little weird. But you're not gonna have leftovers because you have Bright Powder. Oh, I don't like this matchup at all. But it's gonna be mono attacking, I think, with Psychic, because it's probably. Well, we know 3 attacks: Calm Mind, Psychic, and Attract. It's probably Baton Pass, but this is the last Pokemon, so I think I just Ice Punch it and try to get a cheeky freeze. That's the only play here. I won't be able to do shit to this thing, and he can somehow 2-shot with that. Wow. After 1 CM, bro? Really? Oh, we might be in trouble here. No, we're... Okay. We're good because... Maybe. E-Speed is a 2-shot from here. The question is, can I connect both? And does it go for Attract? I would feel good about the situation if it didn't have Bright Powder. But because of that, I'm actually concerned. But I can take 1 Psychic. I would kill it with Double Edge, but then I have to dance around breaking through Attract. I guess that's better, right? Because then I only have to hit once. Hold on, let me think about this. So, I feel like I live a +1 Psychic. I could be wrong and I could just get O-code, but I'm going to predict that the computer goes for Attract here in this situation. Now, what happens there is I have to hit through the Attract, assuming I don't E-Speed. And then I also have to hit through Bright Powder. All I gotta do is connect 1 Double Edge. Now, the thing about clicking Double Edge is if I don't hit through Attract or I miss, then I have 1 more chance to do the same thing and hit Double Edge again through the Attract and the Bright Powder, because I will easily get 2-shot by Psychic. I might even get O-code. The alternative to not clicking Double Edge is to click E-Speed. Probably doesn't kill, but maybe if I get a crit. It would definitely be a 2-shot from here, though, for sure. But the thing is, I have to connect 2 of them, right? So even if I hit through Bright Powder here, which is good odds because I'm not attracted yet. Again, assuming it goes for Attract... I think E-Speed is the safer play. Double Edge is riskier, but it would KO from here. I'm gonna go E-Speed. We hit through the Bright Powder. Okay, this doesn't kill though. Give me a crit for no reason, so we don't have to even deal with Attract. Oh, he goes Bite. What? Okay, Psychic might have actually O-code. My goodness. And we hit again. Thank you, bro. Dude, if I would have lost because of Bright Powder, I would have been triggered. Okay. Whew. Come on, baby. Way to clutch it up, Ark. Why did Bite... Was Psychic an Oko? Because Bite is... It was. Bite is 60 base power. And Psychic is 90 times 1.5 from the same type attack bonus. So it's actually 135 base power. Which is more than twice as strong as Bite. So it actually, based on that damage, Psychic was going to one-shot. So you know, the run should have been over right there, but we get lucky. Why was he going for Bite? I guess to try to flinch, right? So, okay, that's why the AI did that. By the way, I'm going to change this to round 5 while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense. Even though I showed extreme speed, the AI still went for Bite to try to get a flinch because the AI knew that Psychic was not a one, but it was a one-shot. Actually, I'm confused. But that was the reason that it went for Bite. It was trying to get a flinch to ensure the win, but I guess the AI doesn't take into account that I have a priority attack, even though I just showed it the previous turn. Okay, that was sketch. That was really sketch. You know, short-term memory. You gotta have amnesia in a game like this. You just gotta keep pushing. But we, wow. We should not still be streaking here, but we are. Okay. 14 battles to go till we get a shot for the gold fight. It's kind of what you need in this, though. You need luck, not only with the RNG, but with the AI doing dumb shit in order to go on a fat streak. Huge opportunity here. We get a brand new draft. Hopefully there's some good Pokemon in it. Better than last time, at least. What do we got? Oh, that's a good start. Snorlax, Tentacruel, Registeel. Now we're getting legendaries, okay. Misdrevious, Tauros is not bad, and Articuno, great stats, but probably going to have a shit moveset, so I think I'm taking Big Boy here. Probably not in the lead, but let's look at them all. We got Thick Fat and Adamant. That's a great start. Give me Shadow Ball, Body Slam, and Rest Sleep Talk. That's all I need. Yeah. Okay, I don't really like Belly Drum, but I wanted Sleep Talk. Frustration, Shadow Ball. I'm down. That's actually really good. Yeah. I'm down with that lax. Alright, Shell Bell, Tentacruel with a decent set. I wish I had Surf over Pump. Because Pump was, what, 80 back then? Liquid Ooze is also trash. Clear Body's way better. Bright Powder, Registeel. Thunderbolt, Ice Punch, Earthquake, Aerial Ace. What am I looking at with this set? Obviously, Gargantuan defenses, trash offenses, but I kind of like the moveset. You just have so many options to hit stuff super effectively. Hitting things super effectively when you don't have high attacking stats is very clutch. If not, if you have high attacking stats, like going for stab moves are just as good. But this is an interesting set, bro. What? Psychic, Shadow Ball, T-Bolt. Shadow Ball would be really bad. Stab boosted, but coming off that 126 physical attack. Lumberry, Timid, though. That's intriguing. Thrash, Facade. I wish it had a better normal attack. Persimberry, Intimidate. Adamant with 303 speed, though. But if I take Snorlax, I'm probably not going to take this guy. And a Focus Band Kuno. With Blizzard, no. That set sucks. Alright, so no Articuno. Probably no Tentacruel, but I kind of like... Nah, I don't like that set. I think it's actually Registeel, Snorlax, and who? Do I take Misdrevious or Tauros? I guess if I'm going to have Snorlax who's weak to fighting and Registeel that's weak to fighting, we could bring Misdrevious. Because if I take Tauros, Snorlax, and Registeel, I have 3 guys weak to fighting. Not that that really matters, but... Because Tauros has Intimidate and Registeel's just bulky as shit. But I kind of want to try out Misdrevious, so let's lead Registeel and leave Misdrevious and Snorlax in the back. Because Registeel lead might trigger some fire types, which Snorlax has Thick Fat. But in all honesty, I probably leave Registeel into Earthquake, because unless it's like an overheat, I don't feel like Registeel can even get O-code. It's like 320 SpDef and 327 HP. That's really not even that bulky. Registeel can handle kind of anything that's not a super effective hit. But a strong enough Earthquake or a strong enough overheat would send Registeel packing. Alright, Gengar we can't do much against, so maybe I just T-Bolt. He has Hypnosis, of course. What do I got here? Gengar could have Fire Punch. I'm going to scout for that, and we could always go to... Okay, what is this set, bro? We could always go to Snorlax. I wake up first turn, which is kind of funny. We'll take it. And break through the confusion. Okay, we're getting super lucky again here, but... Interesting. Gengar's got lefties. Okay. Now he probably tries it. This is what I'm talking about having Sleep Talk on Snorlax, though. Was Misdrevious Lum? It was. And honestly, being timid, I might actually outspeed this Gengar. I don't think I would kill it with Shadow Ball, though. Yeah, even though Shadow Ball stab, my special attack is twice as high, and Gengar is still weak to Psychic. So I'm going Misdrevious, and then Registeel is, you know, no longer confused, and he woke up, so he's back to full. We actually dodged Hypnosis, which is huge. Because now, even if Gengar is faster, I have Lumberry for a Confuse Ray or Hypnosis, but this is a timid Misdrevious. I kind of feel like I'm faster. I'm not. Okay. Whatever. Psychic should probably finish it off from there. I'd be surprised if he lived this, but like 250 special attack is not that strong, and of course Psychic is not a stab attack. So let's see. Yeah. I always kind of feel like Misdrevious should have been Psychic Ghost, or obviously Ghost Fairy, but you know, future games. Let's go for Psychic and try to get a Spit F drop. It's gonna do no damage, but I kind of want to Destiny Bond this thing next turn. I don't think you one shot with Ice Beam. The damage here is irrelevant. Spit F drop doesn't matter either. Okay, Rain Dance is kind of sus. I'm just gonna spam Psychic until I'm like under half HP. Then I'm gonna click Debond. But I don't know why. I always felt like Misdrevious, you know, back before Fairy type was a thing, I always felt like this thing should have been Psychic Ghost. That would have fit it really well. Instead of just pure Ghost. Okay, I thought Blizzard was about to OHKO. Damn. The only problem is now we need this idiot to connect another Blizzard. I hope he has another attack besides Blizzard that'll finish me off. Why do you have Rain Dance? I'm kind of confused right now. Okay, you have... Oh, that's why. Because you have Thunder. That makes sense. Well, see you later, Regice. It's been real, buddy. That iceberg is about to sink back to the bottom of the ocean. We'll see ya. Alright, Destiny Bomb was kind of clutch right there, I'm not going to lie. Now we got the two big boys in the back. Easily can handle whatever's coming out here. I don't even know who I want to swap. What is this last one? Rapidash? The Rapidash in the rain is funny, by the way. I don't know. First indication would be to swap Registeel, but for what, though? I do like Rapidash, but... Again, Flare Blitz wasn't a thing till Gen 4, and even if it was, it would still be categorized as a special attack here. I could swap Misdrevious. I don't want that Regice, though. And I actually forget who the lead was. Who came out first? Oh, Gengar. Shit, I'm down for the Gengar, actually. But we didn't even see an attack. All I saw was Confuse Ray Hypnosis, so I'm actually not down for that. Let's see if we get some info here. Nope, no info about favorite types. Oh, it said slow and steady. I hate that playstyle. Those are the ones that actually just, like, everything tries to go for Hypnosis and Confuse Ray. Toxic, T-Wave. And Registeel is such a bad lead matchup. I think I'm going to take... Well, actually, it's not, because Registeel can play the long game. He can't even get Toxic because he's Steel type. I was thinking about taking Rapidash just to try to outspeed and rip a hole into whatever the lead is, but... I'm actually going to do that because I don't like to play the slow game. Registeel would... I bet you Registeel is a perfect lead to whatever we're about to fight, but... I'm going to swap it for the horse. And I'm just going to try to nuke something turn one with, you know, hopefully an overheat. But all we saw was double edge. I'll bet you any money right now that Registeel would have had a great matchup into whatever this is. Again, would have taken 2 or 3 hits to take it out, but defensively it would have had a good matchup to slow and steady. Exactly. What does Rapidash have for fire? I do have overheat. Do I have the herb though? I feel like I probably should. Nice. Although Dusclops is such a pain in the ass, I don't even think... Actually, it should two-shot. What's the alternative? We have Shadow Ball on Snorlax, and what is Dusclops even going to do to me? Will-O-Wisp would be the only bad thing, but you ain't clicking that with a Rapidash on the field. The thing is, Overheat might be a two-shot, but I kind of want to save the herb here. And save the HP. What is Dusclops even going to go for? I feel like it just goes for Confuse Ray. So I am going to overheat. If I do get confused, I will switch into Snorlax to finish it with Shadow Ball. Let's see what this guy goes for. Obviously not clicking Will-O-Wisp. I got a crit, which is crazy. I don't even have to overheat again then. I didn't really want to burden the herb there, but it was the right play. Ah, wait, did I have Aerial Ace as my other attack? I think I might. Registeel had Aerial Ace too, which is funny. Probably lefties. No. No, it's Iron Tail. That's so ass. Obviously I can't use either one of these attacks. That's so bad. I think I just have to try this once. Oh, you have Protect too? Okay, okay, okay. I think I can hit it -1. Protect is really bad with, because Dusclops has Pressure, so now I only have 1 Overheat left. And this Rapidash is then worthless against Dusclops. I'd have to hit a Shadow Ball with Snorlax. I'm still going to try it, though. Damn it. I hate double teams so much, bro. And you do have Toxic, of course. Okay. Honestly, he's probably just going to Protect again. Misdrevious is... I have to switch, though, because I don't have any more Overheats. Misdrevious wouldn't even KO with a Shadow Ball. That's how bad it is, physically, offensively. So we got to go Lax. And we got to try to... This hopefully is just to Protect. Oh, shit. That's a lot worse than Protect. Here we go again. This is what cost me my first attempt in the factory, was Double Team on a Meganium. We just got to hit a Shadow Ball. I could also Belly Drum and rest up. But I don't need to do it yet. Oh, we miss. That's so bad. He hits a Toxic. I could rest that off, so I don't really care about the Toxic. I just need to hit this idiot with a Shadow Ball. It's funny because that Registeel did have Aerial Ace too, but it doesn't really matter. And it also couldn't get Toxic, so we could have won the 1v1, but it would have taken a long time to even get him. Like, I would have had Aerial Ace like 12 times, and you can't even do that with... I feel like he goes Protect here, but I'm still going to Shadow Ball anyway. Okay, that was kind of obvious. I could have rested or Belly Drum, but... Now we're at a point where Shadow Ball might not even KO. I still feel like it does from here, but... I'm going to click Belly Drum Rest after this Shadow Ball attempt if I miss. He hits a double, which is really annoying. Okay. I don't think he can hit me. We haven't seen Seismic Toss yet, but he might have it. I think it's time to risk it for the biscuit with, Oh, jeez. I don't even know if I live the next Toxic, actually. No, I have to rest here. Then I can Belly Drum, and then I can rest again after I get Toxic again. This is annoying. But then the good thing about having Belly Drum is I only have to hit 1 Shadow Ball, and bro gets O-Code from full. The problem is trying to hit one because he has Pressure, so that's really, really bad. But maybe his only attack is like Shadow Punch, and you can't actually hit Lax. We haven't seen the 4th attack, right? It's Toxic, Double Team, Protect, and I don't think I've seen the 4th. There it is. Okay. This could be annoying because it might actually troll me from getting a rest off, which would be really, really bad. But I think I try to Shadow Ball once, and then I go back to sleep. All we gotta do is connect one ball, man. Yeah. Alright. That's fine, because that actually saves the PP. Oh, I forgot about the damage from Confuse Ray. It's based off your attack stat, and I'm at +6. Ooh, this is really bad if I don't break through and go to sleep right here. Well, I mean, I would KO myself to recoil. The Toxic doesn't even matter. I gotta try, though. Okay, we get it off, thankfully. Holy moly, man. Okay, good news and bad news, chat, right? Good news is we're at +6 attack. Bad news is every time we hit ourselves in Confusion, I'm taking 50%. Actually, I'm taking like 70% recoil from Confusion. God, all we got to do is connect one Shadow Ball, and I know it's going to OHKO. But again, with 9 PP, but with pressure, I only have 5 uses left. And trying to hit through all these double teams is going to be tough. He could have went for Confuse Ray right there, but thankfully he didn't. Obviously, he can't go for Toxic. You know, the AI knows that, but it still can go for Confuse Ray while I'm asleep. This is my last turn to sleep, so what else is he going to do? God, he's at +5 or +6 now. What is the odds of hitting an attack when they're at +6 evasion? I don't even know. That stuff I don't look up because in a competitive setting it never. Of course. Now in the turn when I wake up, you go for Protect. Oh wait, I'm still confused. That's why he wasn't going for Confuse Ray. Oh, this is so stupid. It does save PP on Shadow Ball though. So this is actually fine because Snorlax is faster. So once I snap out of Confusion, I can just rest again. Doesn't get the Protect. I snap out. Do I hit? No. I was waiting for the screen to like turn dark for Shadow Ball to be coming off. Okay. So we're snapped out of Confusion. That's the good thing. The bad thing would be if I don't click rest here and I... Oh, this is such a troll with Protect, bro. I'm just wasting all these Shadow Balls. Does he try to do it again? It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to sit in and spam Shadow Ball. If I get trolled and lose the fight, it is what it is. Yes! Let's go, Snorlax. Get this dumbass ghost out of my face, man. Imagine this doesn't OHKO and he lived on like 2 HP. I would have been really sad. Oh, that's all we needed was one Shadow Ball. Holy shit, it's a T-Tar. Abort mission. You know what? Even a resisted Frustration might OHKO it at this at +6. And Lax should be bulky enough. Why do I even take Sand there? That's like, he just hit the field and it was at the end of a turn. You shouldn't even take Sand damage. Yeah, I live that. Special attack. Easy money. And Frustration at +6, it's resisted, but it's at +6. And Snorlax is really pissed off after missing all those Shadow Balls. So let's see if this is enough to OHKO. I doubt it, but yeah. +6 is crazy. Do I rest here? Because I do live another Crunch, but what I don't live is like an EQ or Rock Slide. I don't see a point to rest. Isn't the other guy's at full? Well, kind of. Rapidash is out of overheats though. I get, because like, okay, if it really only has, if this is like for some reason a fully special T-Tar, I could rest and still take crunches for days, but I don't really want to wait 2 turns again. I'm just going to attack. The smart play would have been to rest there because it seems like he can't even finish me off, but the reason why it's smart to rest is so that I'm still at a decent amount of HP where I can maybe live a hit from the last Mon and attack it, but now I'm not. After Sand plus, you know, any weak attack will finish me off. It's a Sceptile and I have no more fire attacks. Rapidash. Well, this is interesting now. I'm just going to click Frustration and hope he doesn't attack, but he goes T-Punch. Obviously going to KO me. What can Rapidash do here? I can still hit it pretty hard with a double edge. I just don't know if Misdrevious can even live a hit. Honestly, I should be able to. Even like, unless it's a Leaf Blade crit. But I am a timid Misdrevious, so there's a chance I outspeed Sceptile. Doubtful, but it's, you know, it's a non-0% chance. I forgot it's slow and steady battle style. Oh, I really hope this thing doesn't have Leech Seed, bro. We hit the double edge though, which in conjunction with Sand might be enough to get it. We get a crit because we're Shiest. Shoutouts to T-Tar for the Sand though. Didn't really matter, but it would have helped against Sceptile there. Okay. Please, no more double team, bro. Stop it with this. Oh, man. Do I swap again, though? I don't want these double team guys. I want the Sceptile, but well, what does it have besides double team? Probably Thunder Punch Leaf Blade, though. I think I want the Sceptile over Rapidash. I could also take it over Misdrevious. I think I do, actually. Also, like, what does T-Tar have? The only thing we saw was Crunch. It hit us with Crunch twice. Oh, T-Tar's so good depending on the moveset, but Sceptile probably it has Thunder Punch, which is good, and it probably has Leaf Blade. So I'm gonna take it. T-Tar is obviously a way better Pokemon, but I don't know the moveset. And I feel like that was like gonna be some dumb all special T-Tar. Because T-Tar does get access to like Fire, Flamethrower and Ice Beam. Okay. Well, we got Sceptile. Hopefully it has Leaf Blade. It is, yeah, it's Modest Nature. Okay, it's definitely gonna have it. Do we hard switch into Donnie? I think we do, because I'll just OHKO it with Leaf Blade. Because again, Sturdy doesn't work that way back in Gen 3. He does EQ. Okay. Sceptile's defenses are ass, but we do resist this, so hopefully I can take it. Alright. Hard switching into a Donphan is like never a good idea, but... Or I mean, hard switching in Sceptile in general, by me, is never a good idea. But I feel like it was pretty safe, because it... You know, assuming it had Earthquake, that's what it was going to click against Rapidash. Ah, this is probably something we don't outspeed, though. I gotta try to go for it. We do outspeed it. Nice. That chip goes a long way, because now Snorlax can come in. Although I'd get flinched by Rock Slide. I don't know if I want to risk Snorlax getting flinched like 12 times in a row. That T-Punch actually almost KO'd him. Now, since Sceptile was faster, what is... Okay, Rapidash is not that fast. I have to go lax here and just dance around flinches. It's kind of stupid, but... well, Frustration will kill too. It doesn't really matter what I click. Oh, he's going to kill himself. Oh, he might have Rock Head, though. This is going to hurt a lot, by the way. Yeah, he does have Rock Head. Okay. Alright. What do you got in the back? I might take this Aerodactyl, by the way, over Rapidash. You have a Heracross. Oh, I think I just gotta click the... Okay, he goes Mega Horn and he misses. I thought he was gonna click Brick Break, and honestly, that probably kills me from 369. But Snorlax doesn't have great Phys Def. Is this one-shot Heracross? It might. No. It's Endure Reversal. Abort mission. Am I cooked? No, because Rapidash is faster. Unless he has Slack Berry. He does. I lose. Actually. No, I needed that to be Lychee Berry. I actually lose to Endure Reversal. Because Rapidash doesn't have Quick Attack. No. We just lost. That sucks, bro. There's actually nothing I can do to this. Damn it, T-Tar would have been the play. Could have killed him with the sand. Obviously, he outspeeds Lax. I mean, unless he does something stupid like click Mega Horn, but if all he has to do is click Reversal, easy OHKO on Lax, and then because of the Slack Berry, he actually outspeeds Rapidash and KOs that as well. Oh, that's such a shitty way to go out, man. There's no way I outspeed. And they didn't give it Quick Attack. And nobody has Bright Powder. Man. What a shitty way for the run to come to an end. Oh well. There's nothing I could do though. We got by the Endure Reversal. Slack. Damn, bro. Damn. If only Rapidash had like Bright Powder, that would give me a chance, but super lame. Let's kick it. Oh, he goes Earthquake, which is funny. I mean, that's gonna kill anyway, but Reversal was a guaranteed kill. Live this for no reason. Ah, you got a crit! No! He got a freaking crit, man. Oh. Yeah, I saw it, buddy. I saw it. Damn. That really sucks. No, I'm not going to save the battle. I'm only going to save all the... I'm going to make a compilation video at the very end of all the matches for the symbols against the factory heads. That is really unfortunate and a tough way to go out. Damn it, bro. We were actually like halfway through round 5 too. Oh, that's tough. Well, I was going to start a new streak. I'm going to move on to another facility now, and I'll come back for a 42 win streak attempt at some point, but it's already been, you know, like a little over an hour. This is good enough as a stopping point. I don't even know if I could get through like the first round of the next facility. And I think it'd be better just to like start up fresh next time and kind of hang out outside the facility and just try to do like the silver symbol all in one run next time. Because I feel like if I went in there for 20 minutes and got through the first round of the next facility that I'm going to do, like that would be cool. It'd be a good head start. But then it's like, then you're coming into it like not starting from the top, and I think that's better just to do it next time. Damn it, man. The endure reversal. I just combined the two words. That's tough. That's a tough way to go out. That's why priority's so good. Or having a way to, like, you know, ensure you live a hit or whatever, but what are you gonna do, man? We got super lucky to even get that far. So it's annoying, it is what it is, but at least we have that silver symbol up there and we've, you know, done the first step. But what I'm gonna do, where it says Battle Factory round 5, I'm gonna come back next time with that already saying something else. And I'm gonna update the screenshot above my head, because now we have what, 33? Because I think we got 4 points for the first one today. Yeah. So I'll update that too. Damn, man. We were getting really close to round 6, which was the last round for the gold fight. But again, I mean, there's not much I could have done differently. Of course, I could have taken T-Tar, but you never know about Endure. Anyway, we're going to have to get insanely lucky to go on a 42 win streak. But I'm going to do it, because this playlist here on YouTube that you're watching right now, anybody seeing this in the future on YouTube, it will keep going until I get every single battle symbol gold. So we got a long road ahead of us, but this thing's far from over, baby. So I do have some teams prepared for the next facilities, and I'll explain what they are next time. But and I'm not even gonna say which facility we're going to next, but I've already had my mind made up on that. We were gonna go there today if we lost within the first like half hour of the factory today, but we went long enough to consider this like a completed episode. So I'm gonna cut things off here in a minute for the YouTube side of things, but we'll be back and we'll be moving on to the next facility. And you know, at some point I have to come back here to turn that silver symbol gold, but for now, I want to battle with some of my own Pokemon and have a little fun with it. The rentals are fun, but you just got to break it up every once in a while and check out the other facilities. So that's what we're going to do next time. And I'm going to tease it. I'm not going to say which facility, and nor am I going to show you the Pokemon in my party that I'm going to use. So, but I'll explain why I have this team next time when we come back. So for now, this is going to be the end of part 3 in the gold symbol quest of the Pokemon Emerald Battle Frontier. So to anybody that is seeing this in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Alright? I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.